Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Dunkin' Donuts manager with no criminal record. He just landed a deadly blow on a 77-year-old man.
Oh,
that
what?
singular act was just enough to ruin his clean records, claim the life of a man, and earn him significant charges. On May 4th,
Bro, this nigga just hit this nigga one time and killed him, bro. This nigga like one punch man for real.
inside a Circle K in the Palm
the
River
fuck?
area of Tampa. When officers arrived, medics were already treating the victim, 77-year-old Vanell Cook, who was unconscious.
I ain't gonna lie, his ass looked like motherfucking, he was starting some shit. I don't even know.
I came in from the truck. We are having altercation and stuff with one of the employees.
Bro, he hit that nigga one time, it's crazy.
I guess it's spilled, and I ever interviewed with. About here with Pepper Street in Florida, 33619.
What happened? I don't know what happened. I was there. He was actually there.
But why is this nigga in this store with this shirt on? His ass do not need to be in there.
Disabled.
Look like he on.
He's got allergies. He's seen allergies.
The officers exactly what
you were looking for in regards to this situation. The long and short of it is that here obviously at Dunkin', he's a regular. He normally comes through here and orders.
Oh, so you're a regular.
But today, maybe he's having a rough day or something, and he decided to be extremely profound at the mouth. And I asked him respectfully on the microphone, could you please not use that kind of language, obviously with me and my employees. And as well as that, and he said no, and then he came around to the window, he kept going at the window, and then I guess he was going to come inside, so I came inside. I came on this side to let him know. He asked for the manager. Our current store manager is off already. She worked morning shift, and she's currently otherwise here, so I would be for the senior shift. I've been here a little bit longer than he has, so I reserve responsibility for that. In any case, I came out to let him know. I said, listen, sir, with the profanity that you used, I would highly recommend that you go on about your business. We don't want to serve you any coffee today. Maybe you can try again another day, but you have clearly upset, you feel me, the atmosphere here, and we would like for you to go on about your business. I asked him to do that repetitively. It's all on camera. As I mentioned, he came inside. And when he came inside,
Like, bro, it is just crazy that this nigga punched him one time and he died from that shit. Like, but like, that nigga started the shit. It would have sounded like he don't even sound like he was trying to like do the shit for
the manager store number and all.
probably being racist. I would have hit his ass too.
Can you please go on about your business again and have a good day? He said, no, you're a nigga.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
And I'm sorry.
I knew it.
Had a little bit of issue with it, and I said, say it again, and he did. Right hook, send me down.
So it goes without being said that you can't hit somebody because they say something you don't like.
I very
Doesn't matter.
well.
I'm just telling you, brother.
No, I agree. Believe me. I'm terrified right now, but I agree what you're saying. You shouldn't. I have had a fit of racism since I've only been here about 2 months, and I've dealt with so much of it. And I'm not saying that is a reason to do it. I'm not.
I got people that say a bunch of hateful and horrible stuff to me every single day.
You a cop, nigga. That's not the same fucking thing, bro. Like, don't nobody care about no fucking
It
cop.
ain't gonna hurt you. This will get you in trouble. Not gonna get you arrested, but
It's definitely finna get him arrested.
you hit him and he fell down.
Yeah, and he hit his head pretty good.
And he should have never said what he said. But guess what? That's the country we live in. You say what you want to say.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, like you're saying, dude, get the freak out.
Yeah.
Slipped and fall, pushed and fell.
Right hook and fell. My apologies for the.
He was hit and he fell down.
Keep it down. I don't do this other. You hit him. You punch him and you fell.
I'm not one to run from what I've done.
No, you're fine.
And again, he's a regular, so I honestly feel like about this
All right,
situation.
no worries. Some of you guys have to go at it.
Yes, sir. You too. Take it easy.
Howdy. Gentleman came in, was being very rude to this gentleman, which is the on-duty manager.
Acting manager for all intents and purposes.
Yeah. Said some few expletives, and he hit him, and he fell.
He hit him?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get his information yet or no?
I have not.
That is crazy.
His grandson that's with him, though.
Okay.
That is his grandson.
I was just talking with him.
Information necessary.
So, yeah, you want to grab his 43?
I have.
Video of it?
We do have surveillance. However, when the boss leaves, she locks the
That's fine.
Yeah, she locks.
So here's the reality of what could happen.
Yeah.
If you charge a battery, yeah, you could be charging a battery.
Right.
You know, that's
I just hope this nigga don't get a long ass time for killing this nigga, bro. That shit'd be crazy, like fucked up. Like,
I'm not trying to get onto you, man.
this nigga,
You
like,
can't let, and I'm telling you from here on out, you can't let what somebody says near you.
Yeah.
Like I said, I deal with it and I let it go on. I mean, people say nasty and hateful stuff to him and I just
believe
because
me,
we do our job.
I know.
For no reason.
I know it.
You're gonna have people like that throughout your life. You just gotta let it go in one ear and right out the other. And
bro, he's a cop. He trying to make this shit sound the same. It's not the same situation. You're the police, bro.
leave and be honest.
Like, don't nobody like the fucking police.
You know? So we'll let them get him.
Cook through the speaker. He became asked earlier.
I'll be in here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
You're cool. You're good to go, man. Thank you.
It started moments earlier in the drive-thru. Employees couldn't hear Cook through the speaker. He became agitated, began yelling, and was told to leave without being served. Instead, he parked and walked inside. A Dunkin' employee who dealt with Cook
Bro, this
tried
AI
to
video
tell
is
officers
crazy.
the same story Pujols did.
So basically, he was just being, outright rude on your card is going through. But he was just being
For what reason?
verbal. I asked him if he wanted iced or hot coffee. He instantly was like cold coffee. Then he was like, who the fuck likes cold coffee? I always get fast, so the same. Y'all always get it wrong. I'm like, okay, sir, we cannot hear and identify you at the window. I mean,
So he got mad because you asked him if he wanted ice or hot coffee.
yeah. Instantly awkward. He was already mad. A large hot latte. Okay, gotcha. So instantly he was just,
Sure.
above level. So.
And this nigga multitasking. You know he not lying about shit.
Verbal. Didn't want to listen to what we were saying.
That nigga making coffee, taking orders, and telling the story.
I've only been here for like just 3 weeks.
Sure.
But I've had Dunkin' experience, so
Well, that shouldn't be a normal reaction of
it
somebody.
shouldn't be a normal reaction. So he didn't want to. Oh.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so yeah, he was being really verbal for absolute no reason. So Corey got on the mic because he's the veteran here. The more experienced person.
Sure.
So he took over the mic and was like, "Can you not talk to the customers like that?"
Oh, so he was talking. So the old nigga was talking to him first. He was talking to him crazy like that first, and the other nigga who supposed to be the manager at the time, cause ain't nobody else there, got on the mic. He started talking crazy.
So he said, "Okay, what we're gonna do?"
I ain't gonna lie, he did that shit to himself.
We're gonna act.
This fuck.
Came up here. We had a verbal like, can you leave? And I took the order type of thing right here. We were reassuring him that he could come again later. So then that's when he came up to the front and it was right there.
So even after y'all asked him to leave,
He kept on coming.
he parked, and when you say up there, up at the front counter.
Yeah, he came to the car. So we knew Corey was gonna. So me and Corey went up there to wait and tell him to leave again. He didn't want to listen again, so we asked him to leave multiple times.
I ain't gonna lie to you, at that point, bro, y'all supposed to call the police, bro. Like, y'all telling this nigga to leave, now he got punched and this nigga done died, now he finna get arrested. Like, y'all would've called the police, been like, oh, somebody won't leave, blah, blah, blah. They would've came, got his ass up out of there, none of this shit would've happened.
And that's when, he called
Like, this just when your manager position come in, bro. Like,
Corey the N-word, and it escalated from there.
What did you see happening from there?
From what I seen is I heard him telling Corey told me to call the cops.
oh, he told him to call the cops.
I was calling my manager, I was calling everybody. And the dude, he kept on being violent, very rude. So
When you say violent, like physically violent,
no,
or
not
just verbally?
physically. I don't think he physically touched Corey, but mentally, trying to get into Corey's mind.
Sure.
Mess with him and around with his head. So then Corey, he was like, okay, we're gonna ask you one more time. We're gonna either, you're gonna leave or we're gonna call the cops. I was already called the cops. So he didn't want to leave. He was like, there's a bunch of niggas, this, that, and third, your nicknames. Corey was like, one more time, and he called him another nigga, and that's what happened. I was right here, and I was on the phone with my manager and the police officers at that time. Oh wait, yeah, police officer at that time, and that's what happened.
So what happened after that, after he said that?
He just fucking told you, like, bro. Police act so fucking stupid, bro. I hate these niggas.
Like right around here.
Okay. Is he? And Corey said he's a normally regular. He comes through
He
here.
comes here a lot, and he's very, like verbal. Like I guess he doesn't know how to, be respectful. So
well, normal people know how to be respectful, and choose not to be.
He wasn't being respectful.
I mean, it's horrible.
Yeah, so he does this a lot. I've had multiple times where I've had to go through it. He gets mad because we don't know his order. But we don't know your order because we cannot physically see your face.
Sure. Hello.
Dumb as hell.
Okay. Are you able to A, I got a thumb drive, or B, if we're able to get the video, can you email it? What's better for you?
I'll have it emailed to you.
Okay.
I'll have my law prevention guy
Okay.
send it to you.
Let me go out and
Give me an email address.
yes, sir.
I'll call him now, as a matter of fact, to go ahead
This shit
and
crazy.
do it.
Okay.
Police requested the store's surveillance footage, and it told the exact story the two employees
man.
told. Instead of leaving the property as the employees requested, Vanell Cook parked his car and walked inside the store. Seeing this, Corey Pujols, the on-duty manager, immediately
He was on
told a
phone?
co-worker to call the police. Cook approached the service counter and continued arguing. Pujols stayed on the opposite side, separated by a waist-high swinging door, and repeatedly told Cook to leave the store. During the confrontation, Cook used a racial slur, calling Pujols the N-word. At that point, Pujols stepped through the swinging door, moving closer but keeping his hands at his sides. He warned Cook not to say the word again. Cook repeated the slur. In response, Pujols threw a single punch to Cook's jaw. Cook fell backward, struck his head on the concrete floor, and lost consciousness. Pujols then walked away as emergency services were already being called. The victim, Vanell Cook, was
But like, you could just look at this nigga and tell he was on some weird shit. Like, I would have hit his ass too just by how he looked. I ain't gonna lie,
registered
man.
sex offender with a
And he was a registered sex offender. Oh yeah,
criminal
punch that nigga.
history
Fuck that
involving
nigga. I ain't
child
gonna lie.
exploitation.
I thought it, man, fuck
Prosecutors
him.
would later describe him
Oh.
as an unsympathetic victim, but legally, none of that justified the punch. The officers eventually did what they had to do.
Damn.
It feels better in here.
That shit crazy.
I'm sorry. You're good. Yeah.
They told me what happened. I feel for you 100% right now. What happened at you is not acceptable in any way, shape, or form. And I understand your anger and your level of frustration. That would be this too. And this is one of those things that there's one thing that's steering us right now. It's the level of he's in critical condition right now. It's not looking good. He has brain swelling right now. He's unconscious. So I'm going to pray for you and for him that he recovers. If he recovers, he's okay. This is not big deal. He's here to get entertained. It's the level of injury. Had he not
This shit
been,
is wild.
It's just a hope rather than.
I agree with him.
On May 7th, 2021, Cook died from a skull fracture and brain contusions. Pujols was rearrested and charged with aggravated manslaughter of an elderly adult, facing up to 30 years in prison. In March of 2022, prosecutors made a controversial decision. They reduced the charge to felony battery. Pujols was sentenced to 2 years house arrest, 3 years probation, 200 hours community service, mandatory anger management, and no prison time. Prosecutors
I ain't gonna lie, I would've took it, bro. I'd take that. I thought this nigga got charged with 30 years, bro.
to 30 years in prison. In March of 2022,
Bro, I'll take it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Cause like,
controversial
what the
decision
fuck?
to reduce the charge.
This nigga almost got 30 years in prison for that shit. Like, what the hell?
to felony battery. Pujols was sentenced to 2 years house arrest, 3 years probation, 200 hours community service.
Compared to fucking up to 30 years in prison, bro, that shit ain't nothing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I would've got that shit out the way quick as hell. Fuck no. 30 years in prison over this nigga calling me, like, I would, yeah.